Hey everybody, this is Ravan, and today I'm going to do a tutorial for the alien and UFO abduction. So I like to start with one sleeve tucked into the other, fold it in half, and on the front of my shirt I'm going to do the alien, if I can hold it. And you're going to want to put it like somewhere around the armpit, like wherever you want really. Like it's up to you depending on where you would like it positioned. But I'm going to put mine like around the chest area. And I have been using my Cricut lately to print out my stencils, which has helped a lot, but you can always cut one out. You can always draw it freehand, which I do sometimes as well. But having a Cricut's really helpful in this scenario. Just kind of helps you get that perfect shape so you're not really winging it. I'm doing a great job here. Okay, and then the eye. I feel like this eye's a little close to the corner, like I should make a new stencil. It has a little bit more room between the head and the eye, but I didn't. Kind of looks like Spider-Man right now. That's gonna be the front, and I'll show you how to tie all that up later. Then the back, you're gonna have your UFO. And you can put that as high as you want. I like to put it a little under the neckline from the front just so it's not really interfering with the fold. And then I like to do the stencil on both sides for this one because when you see how I fold it, you'll understand why I need to. Oh no, what the fuck am I doing? Okay. Thankfully you can kind of see the outline of the other side, so it's sort of easy, but I just like doing this for a little bit more accuracy. Okay, so you got your UFO on there. Oops, it's no big deal, it's washable, it'll go away, so don't worry about it. And then you can make your portal as big or as small as you want. You can make it like a really tiny portal. You can make it a real big one. I think I'm gonna make mine a little smaller. I think they've been a little big lately. What is that sound? Sorry about that. My ruler isn't long enough to go the whole way. All right, so now you got your portal, you got your UFO, and we can start folding. I'll start with the front because the eye is the thing I do first. The eye is a little tricky, but it's not too hard to figure out. What you're gonna wanna do is fold it in half from the center right here, so it meets itself on the other side. We'll take a few tries to make sure you got it like lined up right. Should probably draw this one on the other side too. It might make life a little easier. And then after you have that lined up like that, you just want to pleat up the line. God, I can move this around a lot, trying to keep everything in the camera. just going to fold up that line. Make sure that point gets in there. I keep missing it. And just make sure that's in a nice straight line. About 3 times around. Don't punch yourself in the face. Or do, it depends on what you're into. All right, and then that's your eye. I'm gonna, last time I did this, the eye fell off. So I'm just, and now it's just gonna come off all together. It's a fail I think many of you felt in the past. Just had to get it a little tighter, huh? Last time I did this though, the sinew fell off the eye altogether and it turned out okay, but I like the crisp like white line around the eye, so just get that pulled as tight as possible. Filthy hands once again. Really don't have a lot of shame on this one today. There's no shame in my filthy hand game. Okay. And then for the head, you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to pleat around there. Thankfully, some of this kind of does the work for you. You got your alien head in a straight line. So you're going to just tie it off again. That's good stuff. Okay. Side one's done. Here's your alien. It's gonna be cute. Now this is the fun part. So if you've ever done pot leaf before, you know there's like some folding in half and folding over involved. It's kind of where I figured out how to do the eye for the alien and this UFO. I just kind of applied that same logic to these two objects. So you're going to want to, nope, wrong one. Fold this part in half here. And I kind of like to look at the other side to make sure it's lined up right, which is now you know why I like to draw it on the other side. Fold it in half once for the top part of the UFO. And then fold it again, but line this line up here with this part of the UFO. So just pull it in and line it up right there. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's funky up top or if it's not laying down flat, because that crap doesn't matter. The only thing you're going to be dyeing is this. Like the rest of it, you can design however you want. Maybe you might want to be a bit cleaner if you're going to do something fancy schmancy, but if you're just focused on the UFO, don't worry about up here. And then just like, okay, fun story. So I already did this once, but my phone ran out of space while I was filming. So I gotta redo it. So excuse me for not having the same thing on the front. I'm just going to redo this UFO here for you. So again, you want to fold this part in half. Oh, you know what? That's not right. I don't even know what I'm doing now. So that it meets the middle back here. And then pull that part over here so it's flat right there. And then when you tie it up, you're going to want to start from the top up here because there are all these folds down here. So you're just going to want to start pleating from there until you've got a straight line. And I just like to kind of flip it around when I get to the curved part. Make sure all those silly little lines stay straight in there. And then the easy part. You have to fix it back up a few times, just like with anything. Okay. Okay, and just tie it off, and you are all done with the UFO part. After that, let me grab my handy dandy ruler. We already did this in the first part, but you know, kind of working backwards now. I'm going to do a skinnier portal on this one too, because I kind of like how that worked out. Oh, scissors would help. I'm a hot mess today. And you know, nothing special here. Just pleat her up. You don't have to make sure it's perfect on the ends because you're going to leave it loose anyway. Just in a nice straight line. Try to get it as close to the UFO as possible, but not too close, because you'll notice when you dye it, it'll try to suck up some of the dye from your portal, because the gray that I use anyway is pretty loose, because it's just jet black Procyon dye watered down until I get the shade of gray I want. So sometimes it'll suck up a little of the color from here, but just keep dousing it in the gray and it should fade it back out. And if not, it ends up looking kind of cool anyway, like it gives it a nice faded look. Okay. And with this, I just like to do 3 all the way down, because I like to go with like blue, green, and yellow towards the middle, just to give it that kind of like electric sort of portal look. But do whatever you want. But yeah, 3 basic crossed ties here. And then more. This will create these like cool white lines going down the portal that are make it look kind of like electric. I like it. It's neat. I'm doing this really weird right now. I don't feel like I'd ever do it this way normally. I mean, whatever works is fine, but I'm just being very, very awkward. And I apologize. All right. So, my UFO tied enough? Yes. So there's your UFO and there's your portal. And I will show you the final results.